Well, Ben, here we are. Here's a couple of my disasters. This thing started life with a little bit of grit or shit here. So I had a bit of a problem with that, and I thought, do you know what? I'll polish that back out. Oh, I had a run, I think it was, and I thought it was a run in my base coat, and it turned out to be a run in my primer. And then it went from there to going down too far through the primer, and I patched it back up with spots of primer here and there. Anyhow, this is actually this was yesterday's attempt of putting my base coat back on, and I was really heavy-handed with it. I've got runs all down here. I should have realised that base coat is particularly viscous, so you don't. I tried to put a wet coat on. I think that's what you'd call a wet coat. And of course, it looks alright initially, and then you come back to it 5 minutes later, and you just see all these runs everywhere. I've never done it so bad. This is something I get. I can't seem to get away from. It's not if my painting's good and I manage to etch prime and then prime and then put the base coat on, a couple of days later after sanding, I don't get this. But this is when I try and do like a repair or something like that. Like there probably was a run here or something, and I've just tried to put recoat it back with touch it up with a bit of base, touch it up with a bit of high build primer, and look, my paint's not taken to it. Now I'd probably sand that down now. This has only had one coat of base, and then just put another coat of base over it. But with these ones, there's just so much sanding. They're such a nightmare. So actually now, because of the runs there and got crinkling all over the place, I'm just going to ditch this and just try it all over again. I'll blat it off with a soda and then just start again and just hope for better results the second time round. But I mean, I have used this one as a test bed for all different types of methods. That's why it looks so bloody awful, and I just got really heavy-handed with it. But I've not had a case. Casings have been really simple up until late. Now, on this case, I had a bit of a dry spot. It was sort of around here. So it just hadn't, with the clear coat, it hadn't quite, it's like I'd missed a bit of clear coat. I hadn't, but it was just a bit, it wasn't a glazed finish to it. Now I probably could have pasted it and polished it out. But I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to give it, it already had 2 coats of clear coat. It had been left a couple of weeks, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have a go. I'll try and repair it by, I use your fast cut that you gave me the other day with a grey scuff pad, and then just give it another couple of coats of clear coat and get rid of it. But unfortunately, actually, I've got another dry spot here, and I got a run. So, and so that's that. That's that wrecked. Well, not wrecked, but it's quite tricky. There was something that dropped out my gun there as well. So that sort of put paid to this little puppy. I might just black that one off again and start all over again. But I'm just trying different things at the moment. That's why I'm having disasters, I think. Now with this yesterday, I couldn't get my epoxy primer out of the gun. It just wouldn't spray out. It was really heavy, I think. So the viscosity was just too thick. I had thinning it, but only like 10%. So it just wasn't coming. It was splatting all over the place. So this is quite orange peel. You can't see this, but that's all quite orange peel. And it was so bad, I thought I'd just do the one side, and then I took what was in my gun back out again and just added a little bit more thinners, and yeah, it was much better. This side where it's got more thinners in. It was a lot. It's a very smooth finish. I remember you saying about getting a smooth finish on your last coat of primer, and then it's less sanding. However, I'm just getting too heavy-handed with it. It's almost like I got my pressure up too high. It's only about 3 bar at the gun, 2 to 3 bar. It's 2.5 bar to 3 bar at the gun. But anyhow, so I've got a bit of sanding to do. I've not had a run in my I get very few runs in my high build primer, or this is an epoxy primer. So this is a bit new to me. I haven't really been that bit. I think I was just hitting it too quick and too hard yesterday. So there you go. There's a few things that I've been having problems with. So yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing what the hell that is. Because I get that occasionally when I'm trying to do trying to salvage something that's gone wrong, and then it always ends up coming to something looking like this, and then I'm back to, well, let's blat it off and start all over again. And also, what are these bold spots? You know, when it's just not quite like there, it's glassy, and then it gets to here, and it's just a little bit. It's definitely got clear coat on it, but it's not smooth, and then it goes back to smooth again. So it's a bit like I've missed it, but I haven't, because I know fully well it's a minimum of three coats of clear on there. So like I say, I could probably just buff it back. All right. Anyhow, laters, dude. Bye.